Shambles. Hey, well, we finally managed to go live, and we're here. I'm joined today, I'm absolutely delighted to say, by the one and the only, the infamous and legendary Mr. Kyle Volcano Walsh. And I'm absolutely delighted to have him with me today, because there's a lot that me and him need to be talking about. And after that events yesterday up in Liverpool. So, yeah, we've got a lot to get through. So please get involved in the chat. Have your say as well. You may not agree with everything that Carl and I are going to say, but still put your point over and we'll have a listen to it. Now, just before I get started, I want to let you know that Carl's YouTube channel is absolutely superb. And I've put the link to his channel in the description of this video, and it's also in the chat. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, do that. Yeah, I've marked it, and so it should be pinned at the top of the chat. So if you click on that link, it will take you to his channel. So please, if you haven't done it already, make sure you subscribe to his channel and go and check out his videos and put likes on all his videos and whatnot. And please make sure you subscribe to my channel, and please make sure that you put a like on this video that we're doing today, and make sure you share it as well for us, please. It'd be absolutely wonderful if you could do that. Now, we've got Arsenal Forever is in the chat, and he's saying there is no way from this position we should be walking away just to qualify from the Champions League. That's embarrassing. It's not like we've been chasing Man City. They've been chasing us. 100%, mate. And, like, we've been clear of them. Well clear as well. And from this point, if we don't win the title from this point where we've been, then the heads need to roll. People need to lose their jobs. I'm sorry, and I know there's a lot of people out there that absolutely pray to this manager and all the other members of the senior members of staff, but I'm sorry, if we don't do it, then they've got to go. It's 4 years of consistent failure is not acceptable. And, yeah, heads will need to roll. And he also says if we don't win the Premier League from here, it's a flop considering the gap we've had. Yeah, exactly, mate, 100%. And here we've got Kyle Walsh's link to his channel. Please make sure you go and check him out. And he says Arsenal Forever. He's all going, Warren and Kyle, big up. And big up to yourself as well, mate. Absolutely superb. Brilliant comments you've made there, mate. I'm really, really happy that you said that. Lucas Hood 92, big up, guys. Carl, we need more content, pal. It will be, don't worry. We've been having a chat earlier today about him being able to do live streams and whatnot. So that will be happening soon. I'm absolutely sure of that. Right, so let's get into the show. I'm just going to, in a second. Right, Carl, as soon as I've got it on that screen there, do you want to just introduce yourself and tell people a little bit about your channel?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to say big up to you, Warren, for having me here today on your channel, man. It's always a pleasure to share the same screen to a legend like yourself, man. And big up to all the lads in the chat, every single one of them. Big up to you all. You're all legends. And we're all real ones here. And you don't have to agree with things that we say, both we're going to say them anyway. And you find me on the Kyle Walsh Gunner YouTube channel. And I'd like to apologise. I've been very quiet the last couple of weeks. I'm not going to go into much detail, but what I will say is that I'm what can I say? I'm a social care worker. That's my career. And unfortunately, over the last few weeks, I've been up to my eyeballs with different cases. So that's all I can say about that. But I'm starting, was talking to Warren there earlier today, so I'm going to be doing a live stream over the next couple of days. Warren is going to help me out with that. I'm going to invite different guests onto it, and I'm hoping to do a live stream show once a week. And I'm going to continue it over the summer as well. So I have lots of ideas. So lots of stuff is coming. And after this show today, I'll be putting up my own review on the match of yesterday. It will be worth watching because I'm not happy. So big up to every one of you, lads. I started off this journey. I said if I had 10 subscribers, I'd be happy. I'm now at 188. So it'll be great to get to 200 and move forward. So yeah, big up to every single one of you. The 188 people that subscribed. It means the world to me. And I promise all of you, there's going to be a whole lot more content coming your way. Trust me. So that's it, Warren. That's me, man. So yeah, big up to you all.
Well, fair play to you, Carl. And I do know from talking to Carl that he's been under the cosh a bit lately. So just bear with him. He's getting it sorted out, and he'll be pumping out content before we can say Jack Robinson. So don't worry about it. He'll be streaming very, very soon. All right. Anyway, so let's have a look. Let's start off this. We're going to be talking about Arsenal's game yesterday at Anfield against Liverpool. And so this is our record, Liverpool, since the last time we won there in 2012. And we played 11 games and only won once, which was the game in 2012. We've drawn 3 and lost 7. We've scored 14 goals and conceded 34. And that means we've only managed to pick up 6 points there since 2012, which means we've got a win percentage of less than 10% at Anfield. Now, I don't know about you, Carl, but I think that's absolutely disgraceful. It's disgusting. It's absolutely shocking. But what do you have to say about that, mate?
Warren, absolutely shocking is right. I know Liverpool are a massive football club, and I know Anfield is a very, very tough ground to go to. But there's no excuse, Warren. That is absolutely shambolic. And you don't have to be a scientist to figure that out. It's right there in front of you on the screen. It's disgusting. But it's not just that. The other disgusting part of it is the record that we had over the years against all the big sides. It's been absolutely shambolic.
Yeah, it has.
Disgusting.
I mean, look at that, and it's not like we've gone there and just lost by the odd goal either. 9 times out of 10, when we go there, we get absolutely pumped. I mean, like back in February 2014, we lost 5-1. Then we lost 3-1. We lost 4-0. We lost 5-1, 3-1, 3-1, 4-0. It's a litany of fucking incompetence and absolute shit shows. It is. It's just fucking outrageous.
I tell you something, Warren. I tell you what's outrageous. And I'm going to get this down, and I'm sorry, and I'm going to apologise to everyone. I am absolutely fucking fuming. So I'm saying it how it fucking is here. And I don't give a shit people say about cursing and all that. I don't care. It's time that people wake up to this shit. I was watching Match of the Day last night. Ian Wright was on it. The worst football fucking pundit that ever walked on 2 legs. Did you hear what he said? A club legend. And he's saying we should be delighted to take the point there today in Anfield. That it's moving in the right direction. Because we usually get beaten there. But the point is great. A draw is great. How the fuck is that great, then, Ian? Can you please tell me? We just won the fucking league title, you absolute fucking prick of a man.
It's fucking disgraceful. So when is it that we're gonna get to the end of this fucking journey that we've been on? 2004 was the last time we won the title, if I remember rightly. There's fucking 19 years. When are we actually gonna go and do what is required to go and win the title? It's a fucking joke, mate. You know,
Yeah,
you're talking about, we should be delighted we're moving in the right direction. Are we moving in the right direction? Or is it just another fucking false dawn? Because I think it's a false dawn. I think next year all our competitors will be much stronger again, and we'll be back finishing outside the top 4 again, and having absolutely no chance of winning the league. It's a absolute shit show.
Well, Liverpool Football Club last season, they did great. They were almost the winners of 4 trophies. They played and played and played. Man City beat them for the league title. Now Liverpool comes this season and they're a shambles. And one of the main reasons why they're a shambles, the people fucking forget. If you're after putting in that much effort last season and you play unbelievable football and you do everything that's possibly you can actually do to win the league title, and one fucking club beats you for it, that has a mental, that's mental shit on your brain. So one reason why Liverpool is not as good this season is because that mentally shattered them last season. Man City beating them at the last moment to win the league title. Now we have this Arsenal team that we're going to be leading all the way up to this moment in time. And if Man City beat us, which I think they will beat us to win the league, I think that will have a mental scar on Arsenal Football Club for next season. And not only that, but the other clubs are going to be getting bigger and better. So if we don't do it this season, we ain't fucking doing it next season.
No.
Wake the fuck up, people.
Absolutely spot on. And Arsenal Forever saying it's Craig. How you doing, Craig? I hope you're good, mate. Let's just quickly go through some of these chats. What am I doing? And Arsenal v Chelsea game set to be moved to Tuesday the 2nd of May, 8 p.m. kickoff. Okay, no, I didn't know that, mate. So thanks for letting us know. Big up the Volcano, says Akers. Yeah, he's fucking spot on, mate. Everything he's saying, I agree with 100%. This has been going on way, way too long. And Carl and I are going to be addressing this nonsense this afternoon. Arteta said he was delighted with team performance yesterday. He's talking absolute garbage. Well, this is it. This is in a nutshell, right? What he said there, that he was delighted with the performance. And that's I haven't seen what he said about the performance because I can't stand listening to the fella. He makes me want to vomit, right? But if that's true, then that is yet another sackable offence to add to the list. There must be at least 70, 80 of them since he's been at this club. Things that he's done or said that he should have led to him being sacked. Going 2-0 up at Anfield, one of your main rivals, and then losing the lead and end up drawing 2-2 is just not acceptable. I'm sorry, not in my book. And then Arsenal Forever, Craig saying Martinelli needs I'm presuming he's scored more goals to become the Brazilian with the most goals in a single Premier League season. I don't know. I don't know, mate. I don't know what the stats are about that. I'll take your word for it. Craig says Liverpool under Klopp, Arsenal have conceded 24 goals. Oh, there you go. Arteta got the substitutions all wrong. Yeah, I mean, what is the point of bringing on Kieran Tierney with 2 minutes to go? What's that all about? It's absolutely shocking. And I'm telling you, we're gonna lose that young fella. He'll be gone in the summer. Warren and Carl. Hello, lads, says Jamino. Hi, Jamino. I hope you're good, buddy. I hope you enjoyed the stream that Delboy and I did the other day about John Delaney and the FAI. I think Delboy found it quite therapeutic, to be honest. TJ Warren is in the chat. Hi, mate. I hope you're good. I hope you're having a good day. Big up, Warren and Carl. Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for tuning in. And Jaminio says, I've heard people say we were meant to finish fourth. It's still a good season to finish second. Well, not when you're that far ahead, it isn't. I'm sorry, no. That is 100% loser mentality right there, saying that. That comment is this, not what you said, Jaminio, because I'm just passing on what people have said. But those people have said that. They're just complete and utter losers, and they deserve everything they get. Jaminio, exactly wrong. We'll be lucky to make fourth next season. Liverpool, Chelsea, United, City, even Spurs and Newcastle will improve. They will. And they're going to spend hundreds of millions of pounds. And I can guarantee you something. We won't. They will. I can guarantee, I know what the conversation will be and what they'll come out with. Arsenal will say, oh, yeah, you know, we don't really need to strengthen that squad. Look how close we came to winning the title last season. We were within a slither of winning the title, and so therefore we don't need to strengthen. That is what they're going to say. I can guarantee it. And Jaminio says, TJ, hello again. And TJ says, hello, my friend. And what we got here? Unfortunately, Akers says, unfortunately, Stan Kroenke will never sell Arsenal because it's a cash cow to the businesses in the USA. Sadly, mate, I think you're right, because I think he's a massive problem. Absolutely massive. A lot of people, you know, like tend to downplay the role that he's playing in this chaos. But at the end of the day, he's the one that's got the power to sack these people, and he's allowing them to run amok. He needs to go. He needs to go. We need to get him out. Joanne says, oh, hello, boys, my favourite men. Thank you, Joanne. I hope you're good. Lovely to see you. I hope the cats are well. And Jaminio says, 19th of January, we were 8 points clear, and both Arsenal and City had played 18 games. Well, there you go. There you go. See, and now look, right? If they win their game in hand, they're going to be 3 points behind us. It's just unbelievable, absolutely shocking. Incompetence of it is just through the bloody roof. And Jaminio says, where are we? Hit the likes, everyone. Yeah, please, everyone, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to Kyle Walsh Gunner as well. The link for his channel is in the description, and it's also in the chat. And yeah, he's going to be doing live streams soon, because I've been chatting with him about that and trying to help him get it set up. So it won't be long now, and they'll be live streaming and putting out loads of content. Diego C. Palace says, agree with that, Warren. Next season, Newcastle United, Manchester United, under new owners, and Man City and Chelsea will probably spend big without any spending ceilings. Exactly, they will. They will. And Lucas Hood said, Arsenal struggle when they're up against it. You can't give City a chance of winning the league because they'll win it. They will. They will. And they do this on a regular. Come the end of the season, they always put a really strong run together. And I'm telling you, we're going to be looking at Arsenal's and City's remaining fixtures for the season later on. And we're going to compare them, and you're going to see. And Joanne Smith says, shared out. Thank you very much, Joanne. And Jaminio says, I love the stream, Warren. It's brilliant that some people finally said something about the FAI. Mate, it had to be said. It really did. And Arsenal Forever Craig says it's definitely 2 points dropped, especially having a 2-0 lead. We were 2-0. If we were 2-0 down and pulled it back to 2-2, it would have been a point game. Yeah, 100%, mate. But even then, I would have been pissed off if we had been 2-0 down and pulled it back to 2-2. But you're right, 100%, mate. And Jaminho says, our fan base have a Spurs mentality. They do. They 100% do, mate. It's absolutely shocking. I'd say it's more like a mentality of a club in the National League. It's absolutely terrible. And Jaminho says the fan base is the problem. Yeah, it is. But the Cronkies have got a big part to play as well. And they're not doing what they should be doing. Arsenal forever facts, man. There are a lot of problems, but fans are the main one. Now, they are the main one, but don't think that the Cronkies aren't adding to the issue, because they are. Because at the end of the day, the fans can't sack Arteta. They can't sack Edu. They can put pressure on the owners to do it, but they can't actually go in and say, right, you're sacked, you're sacked, you're sacked. It's the owners that have to do that. But the fans do need to put huge pressure on the owners to do it, because if they don't, they're not going to do anything. Joanne says, I've calmed down after today. Laugh out loud. Good. I'm glad to hear it, because that was shocking yesterday. Stan Kroenke made over $50 million last weekend for having WWE WrestleMania sold out stadium for 2 days straight. Well, there you go, you see. It's absolutely shocking. He's not interested. I honestly don't think he's interested. Also, this harder fixture list narrative is stupid. The way I see it, every team plays each other twice. Yes, it does. So, at some point, you've got to play these teams. And, that's just nonsense. This business about, we've had a harder fixtures. And no. Joanne says, I'm not confident now Haaland is not injured. Laugh out loud. Yeah, he's an absolute beast. And I'm telling you, when we go to City, it will be a disaster class. Jez is in the chat. Nice to see you, Jez. I hope you're well, mate. We must win at West Ham. No excuses. No, mate, in my opinion, right, there's no excuses from now until the end of the season. Every game we have to win. We have to, because if we don't, then we're handing them the title. And we've got that game at Newcastle. I'm really concerned about it, because they look like they're really hitting form as well. And they're up to third now, I think. Joanne says, I will message you later on. Okay, Joanne, I'll look forward to that. Thank you. Right, Carl, let's get back into this.
Yeah, Warren, I'd just like to say something there, first of all. Big up to Joanne there. She had a bit of an issue there yesterday. And that's all I want to say, is that there's a lot of bullies in our society these days. And that's the bully. And that was a bully there, Joanne. And yeah, I saw your message there. If I was there, I would have sorted that out there in 2 seconds, because this society is full of bullies. I also see the great Jez Collins, the great Kenny Kane, the great Lee Gunner, all these men that have all their YouTube channels talking, spitting facts. And you have assholes, I call them bullies, coming into their chats. And, being ignorant towards these people. These people have opinions. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. No need to be bullying and calling names and all the rest. Now, the lads can all stand up for themselves. But what I'm saying is, this is the fan base that we have, Warren. They're all bullies. If they don't like what you say, they have to bully and intimidate.
Yeah, I know, man.
But they won't fucking intimidate or bully me. I can guarantee you that. Crowd of assholes in this Arsenal fan base.
No. Mate, don't let them fucking push their weight around with you. All they're doing is just sitting behind a bloody keyboard and, trying to act the big I am. If they was to see you out in the street, mate, they'd be shitting themselves. Simple. They would. Anyway, so what I found interesting was I think it was Thursday or Friday, Mikel Arteta was going on about how he had played in the game when the last time that Arsenal won at Anfield when we won 2-0. And he's right, he did. I've got to hand it to him. There he is. He played in midfield. But what he didn't mention, right, was that 2 years later, he was in the team that got thumped 5-1 at Anfield. He didn't bother to mention that, did he? And he scored in that game. He scored a penalty. We were 4-0 down at half time, and he was playing in midfield that day. But he didn't see fit to mention that one, did he?
Arrogance, because he's an arrogant prick. That's why.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Right. So anyway, I want to talk about the fans. Right now, I saw this come up on my YouTube thing. Right. This fella is an Arsenal fan, by the looks of it. He's got a jumper on with Arsenal on, and he's sitting there on a throne wearing a crown. And right next to him, it's even saying 9 matches to go. That's 27 fucking points. What is he fucking doing? Sitting on a crown, sitting with a crown on, sitting on a throne. If we don't win the title, he is going to look such a fucking idiot. Well, he looks an idiot already. And this is why our fan base is a fucking laughing stock. It is. Everyone thinks we're a joke. You talk to other fans and they just think we're a joke. And it's because of people doing madness like this. Carl, what's your thoughts about it?
Absolute fucking clown. That's my thoughts on it. Clown. You have the likes of that clown there in front of you. You have the likes of Ian Rice on Match of Day last night talking shit. The club is full of clowns, man. Just there a few minutes ago, one of the lads there, I think it was Firmino, pointed out to the fact that he saw someone or heard someone saying that if we get second place in the league title this year, that it's had been a great season. Can someone please explain to me how the fuck it's a great season? Second. Now if Spurs come along and finish fourth, it's the same season that we're at to have with Spurs. There's no difference. This is the mentality. And you have clowns like this fella down on the screen.
Mate,
that is up on tables dancing and parading around like we're to win the league title already. The league title is over. Man City has to do is win the rest of their games, and they will win the rest of their games. Are you all blind? Did you not see the football we played the other day? Haaland is an animal. De Bruyne. Jesus Christ, people.
Well, there's the three of them, isn't there? Haaland, De Bruyne, and Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish is back to the form he had at Villa. The three of them together, they're going to rip us to shreds, mate.
We went to Anfield yesterday. We were 2-0 up, and we blew us. And at the end of the game, Liverpool could have won that game 6-7 fucking 2.
I know, mate. The thing is,
people are saying that we're going to go to Etihad, and people are actually saying that we're going to win the game already. What's wrong with people?
Mate, it's because they haven't got a fucking clue what they're talking about.
19 years, Warren.
How the fucking week it is.
19 years, and we're waiting for this. I was on a show there yesterday. I might be flat out working, so I haven't been busy on shows or anything for the last 2 or 3 weeks. That's not my fault. It's a thing called life. It's a thing called work. And you have to do that. Because is Arteta going to give me money for my mortgage? Is Arteta going to take care of my child for me? I don't think so. So I have to do these things, like we all have to. But at the end of the day, Warren, I might have had a show there yesterday for a few minutes. That was it, Del Boy show. Just for a few minutes. And I was mad. And I said that if they don't win the league title this year, I want Arteta out. And I blamed Arteta because I thought Arteta was a fault for yesterday's draw 2-2 against Liverpool. And some chap was on, and fair play told me he's entitled to his opinion. And he coming out talking absolute fucking shit. How's that Arteta's fault, he asked me. Why are you blaming Arteta? How can you blame Arteta for yesterday? How can you get rid of him? He's a great manager. Don't win the league title, out. Don't want to see him next season, out. It's I don't know what are they looking for. Is Arteta more important than Arsenal Football Club? There's the question.
Say that again, Carl, sorry.
Is Arteta more important than Arsenal Football Club to this fan base? Because Arsenal Football Club is everything to me.
See, the thing is, I think half of them fucking fancy him. That's the problem. I do. I'm not even joking. I believe that. I think half of them actually fancy him. It was the same when fucking Mesut Ozil was here. Like, he could do no fucking wrong. He put in shit performance after shit performance after shit performance. I have to be honest. I've heard people going, oh, yeah, for 2-3 years he was fucking outstanding. Well, where was I must have been fucking asleep then, because I don't remember any outstanding performances week in, week out. I remember him having one good game, I think, against Chelsea at home. The rest of the time, he was fucking dog shit. And if these people can't fucking understand why we lost that fucking game yesterday, then our fan base is more fucking clueless and deluded than I thought they were.
That second half yesterday, Warren, that second half of that game yesterday was absolutely atrocious from Arsenal Football Club.
Liverpool, the whole thing fucking fell apart. And I'm telling you something, it's a fucking good job we haven't got City up next. Because if we'd gone off the back of that game at Liverpool and then got tanked 4 or 5 at City, I reckon the whole fucking season would have collapsed.
We're forgetting one thing here. Shaka.
Mate, that fella, he needs to be fucking sold.
Why is he still at Arsenal Football Club? 7 fucking years I'm putting up with Shaka. And yesterday, we have a great opportunity, and look what he done. We had Liverpool in our back pocket up to that stage, and then that clown does something that me or you wouldn't do, and we're not even professionals. It's unbelievable. And look at the goal that we gave away. I heard fans saying, sure, you can't blame anyone for that goal. I can blame fucking 2 or 3 players for that goal. And Mr. Odegaard, Mr. fucking captain, he never chased Jota. He was level. You look at that goal again. He was fucking level with Jota. And he let Jota run. And then there was the back into Jota. Jota crossed it and 2-1 to Liverpool. Where the Odegaard would have kept running, he could have prevented that. And he's the captain. I'm fucking sick of this one.
No, I had to, mate. Because he fucking went missing yesterday. Like, for me, a number 10 has got a fucking pivotal role in a team, right? He has to fucking dictate everything. He has to take the game by the scruff of the neck and fucking dominate the game. I can't remember him touching the ball more than twice. This is just not fucking good enough. He's fucking dog shit. What? Honestly, he's fucking rubbish. But anyway,
what I don't understand is we're 9 games away from winning the Premier League for the first time in 19 years. Why are they not putting their bodies on the line? I don't understand this. Look at Martinelli yesterday in the dying moments. 3 against 1. Pass the fucking ball. I was screaming. And it was a simple ball for him to pass. He's a professional footballer. And what does he do? He overhits it. All he had to do was pass the ball. Fuck! It's not good enough. It's not good enough.
No, it's not good enough.
These are the margins between winning and losing the league title.
Mate, from that position we were in yesterday when we were 2-0 up, we should have gone on to win that game 3, 4, 5. We should have. They're fucking sitting in 8th. They've had a fucking dreadful season. They've been fucking spanked home, left, right, and centre. They've been fucking everywhere they've gone on the road. They've been fucking slapped. They've been dog shit. And then that first half, the defending was all over the place. A mate of mine's a Liverpool fan, and I texted her and I said, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I said, to be honest, to me, you're defending like a League One team fucking facing relegation. And I wasn't even joking. They were fucking dog shit. And they were there for the taking. And we fucking bottled it again. And this is a fucking pattern with Arsenal. It keeps fucking happening year on year on year. It's fucking not acceptable, mate. It's fucking shocking. And this is that fucking manager. He should have them fucking fired up. But he hasn't. He ain't got a fucking clue what he's doing. Right? It got proven when we played Newcastle at home. He's standing there on the touchline. And Eddie Howe has come there with a fucking set his team up tactically superbly. And Mikel Arteta's standing there. He ain't got a fucking clue what to do to overcome it. And we got to go up there in a few weeks' time to play them at St James's Park. And I'm telling you, we will get fucking turned over up there. Man City are going to win this league by about 6 or 7 points. I'm fucking telling you now.
I think it's terrible.
And if they win that league by that much, that'll be a fucking almost 15, 16 point turnaround in the space of a couple of months. It's shocking. Absolutely fucking shocking. Mate, I'm fucking fuming. I'm absolutely fucking fuming. But
scandalous. Warren, we're not professionals. Yesterday, I was screaming, bring on Tierney. Take that fucking Shevchenko off the field. He didn't do it. Look what fucking Trent done. Nutmegged him. It's absolutely shocking.
Oh, mate.
If I was Gabriel, I would have walked across to Shevchenko and I would have wrapped him around the fucking corner flag. Absolutely despicable.
It's not.
Tierney is a proper left back. Play Tierney.
What is he fucking doing? Playing this fucking system where he leaves the whole of the left-hand side of the pitch with no one on it. It's a fucking shambles. And then Martinelli is being fucking reduced to the role of a fucking left wing back. He must be fucking shattered because he's got to do the whole of the left-hand side on his own.
Terrible.
It's ridiculous.
I think it's just terrible.
Absolute madness. But anyway, this was the Liverpool lineup yesterday. They went with a 4-3-3 and they made 3 substitutions in the second half. And I just thought the first half they were there for the taking, but we didn't take advantage of the situation. And then this was our lineup. We had Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka up front. I didn't really see Saka in the game, to be honest. Xhaka, Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard. I didn't see Odegaard and Xhaka. I mean, that whole thing fucking changed. I'm going to show you something in a minute, and it's fucking unbelievable. Some stats about him. Right? And that guy is a fucking liability. Whenever we go into a game, I'm just sitting there thinking, please don't do any fucking madness today. Because he's got it in his locker to fucking do some madness. And then we got this fucker here, Zinchenko. And Arteta is asking him to go into midfield at every opportunity. Play right midfield, number 10, fucking all over the shop. He's got no fucking positional discipline whatsoever. It's a fucking shambles, right? So that means that Gabriel has to keep coming over to the left-hand side. And Rob Holding is in the middle on his own, trying to deal with the players attacking through the middle. So it's fucking no wonder he looks fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? Any fucking defender in the world would struggle to deal with that. And that is why I can't stand this fucking inverted fullback nonsense. Because it fucking doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's never fucking worked because it's tactically fucking flawed. I'm fucking sick of hearing people talking bullshit about that fucking system because it is. It's complete and utter fucking nonsense. So anyway, these were the match stats for the game. Liverpool had 21 shots. We had 9. They had 6 shots on target. We had 5. They had 59% possession. We had 41. They made 525 passes. We made 372. Their pass accuracy was 82%, and ours was 76. But I'm not going to go into the rest of it. But yeah, the people can have a look at that, whatever, if they want. So the goal scorers for us were Martinelli in the 8th minute and Jesus in the 28th. And then Salah got one back just for half time. And then Firmino equalised for Liverpool just before the end. So that was that. And this is the stat I wanted to show everyone, right? Right. And what it's showing is the shots on target and the shots and possession for Liverpool before Xhaka got booked, and then comparing it to what happened after, right? Before he got booked, they only had 4 shots, right? And no shots on target, and they had 52% possession. After he got booked, they got 17 shots. 6 of them were on target, and they had 63% possession. That just tells you everything you know. That fucking booking was the turning point in the game. And they fucking allowed them to it got them really fucking fired up. And this is the thing, they are able, and it happened last season as well. There was an incident on the touchline when Arteta reared up against Klopp. And on the back of that, Liverpool then just fucking took us to part and ended up beating us 4-0. And it almost happened again yesterday. If it hadn't have been for fucking Ramsdale, like you said, we would have been on the end of a fucking 5-2 or 6-2 defeat. It was shocking. What do you think about that, Carl?
Yeah, very simple, Warren. Very fucking simple, my friend. Why is Xhaka still at Arsenal Football Club? He's 7 years at the club. The man is a donkey. He played a good season this year. The other thing is, you know what really kills me? He's like the fucking Terminator. He's never injured. He's always on the pitch. He's an average player, Warren. He's after having his best season this season out of 7 years, man. Mm-hmm. And look at us, look where we are now. We're going to lose the league title once again because there's certain players in certain positions that's not good enough to win the league title. I've been saying it for fucking months. He's one of them.
Exactly. We need to get rid of him. We need to get rid of him and get an upgrade. Because if we're serious about wanting to win the title, we ain't doing it with that fucking idiot in the team. We're not. Up until the beginning of this season, I was running around telling people that I thought he was the worst midfielder I'd ever seen at the club. And because of this fucking madness. There was a game at Burnley a couple of years ago when he passed the ball across his own penalty area without even looking, and it went straight to the Burnley striker, and he scored. I don't know about you, Carl, but when I was at school, I got taught when I was about 6 or 7 years old, do not pass the ball across your penalty area.
Absolutely.
There's 6, 7-year-old kids at school getting told that. So this man is a professional international footballer. So what is he fucking doing?
Yeah. Warren, we had the Liverpool crowd yesterday, nice and calm. We were on top of that game. We had everything in control. And then he done what he done. And then within a space of a minute and 10 seconds, 2-1 to Arsenal. Liverpool back in the game. Going into the second half, different animal for game day. Because of this fucking joker here in front of me. Not good enough for him. And he still goes in. Like if I was the manager, at halftime I would say, Shaka, tog off, get into the shower and fuck off. And
Exactly.
But it's Arteta and Shaka, they must have some sort of relationship. Because the two of them love each other.
Exactly. I agree with you. And, you know, it's just a fucking joke. I mean, how he's managed to fucking stay at the club this long is beyond me. It really is. It's like, you know, it's just that fucking makes me really fucking angry. It really does. So this was the Premier League table after the game yesterday. And we're now 6 points clear of City. And they've got a game in hand, which is at home. Their game in hand, by the way, is at home to West Ham. Okay? If they win that game in hand, they'll be 3 points behind. And they have to play us at the Etihad. Right? The thing is, what annoys me a lot about yesterday is the fact if we'd won that game, right, we would be in the driving seat. And it wouldn't matter if they'd beaten us at the Etihad because they would still need someone else to beat us, right, for them to take control of the title race. We have now handed the initiative to them. We have, because all they need to do is win all their remaining games and they will be champions. And I understand that if we were to do the same, we would be as well. But we are not going to Manchester City and winning. It ain't happening. They're putting 4s and 6s and 7s past teams. Week in, week out. It's a fucking joke. Anyone who thinks that we can go there and get a draw or get a win, I'm sorry, you need to fucking go and have a word with your doctor. You do, because it's fucking madness. Look at the way they're playing. It's just unbelievable. Carl, what have you got to say about the table?
Very simple, my friend. Very, very simple. We were 8 points clear back there middle of January. Now look at the position we find ourselves in. 6 points. They win their game in hand, 3 points. Play us at Etihad. There's one winner in that game. Haaland will absolutely destroy Gabriel and Rob Holding. Destroy him. Grealish could take Ben White apart. Grealish is playing possibly his best football he's ever played. Then you have to concentrate on De Bruyne and all the rest that comes with it. It's worrying. They're 3 points clear behind Arsenal going into that game at Etihad. Are you honestly telling me that Pep Guardiola and that Man City team ain't going to beat us? They're going to fucking destroy us. Wake up. We're blowing the league title once again. It's over. As far as I'm concerned, it's over. I have no faith. And I'm raging because up to last week, I was 95% certain we were going to win the league. Now I'm 0% certain. That's what this club does to you. We're looking for the last 19 fucking years, and here I am doing it again.
Listen, since the day he's come through the door, I've never once backed this fella. There was a space of about 3 days, right, when I thought, and that was sort of around Christmas time or a bit before this season, where I thought he was doing fairly well. And then he did some madness, and I thought, no, this fucker, he ain't the man. He ain't, and it's a fucking shambles. We need to get rid of him. We're never going to win any major titles with this fella in control. He's a fucking joke, mate. There you go. Look, there's that fella, Jaminho. 19th of January, we're 8 points clear, and both the Arsenal and City had played the same games.
Warren, the man is here 4 years. He was lucky there to win the FA Cup. What has he done in the 4 years, Warren? He's done nothing but fear, and fear. And we fucking blew 3 trophies, by the way. I'm looking for Arsenal to win a European competition since 1994. And he blew it again this season. And he blew the FA Cup and the League Cup. Because why? Because you have bigger fish to fry. Well, what fish are we frying there, Mikhail? You absolute arrogant fucking prick.
See, the thing is, this is what I don't understand, right, about this man's arrogance. Where is it coming from? What has he got to be fucking arrogant about? Because he weren't that good as a player. He never won any international caps. He's never won any major honours, except for an FA Cup. So where's it coming from? Why is he so fucking arrogant? I don't understand it. It's just fucking ridiculous. Honestly, I wish someone would fucking tell me, because I don't get it, mate. I really don't.
We're not going to win that underneath this clown. And what way is he going to, like, what's his plans for the Champions League next season? Because we got destroyed by Sporting Lisbon. Let's get this fucking straight. Sporting Lisbon kicked us out the feet in the Emirates Stadium. So I'd like to know, what's his big major plan for the Champions League? The man is out of his fucking depth. He's not good enough to be Arsenal football manager. He's proven it again this season.
It's going to happen again and again and again. It's going to keep happening until we replace him. Right? And this is the thing. It's not like he's come in here and they've, like, been not backing him and not giving him the money to build a squad. The man's had £500 million. 500 million to build a squad, and we still can't fucking challenge for a title. It's a joke. How is this happening? Honestly, he's wasted that money on the likes of fucking Tomiyasu and giving bloody the fella from Bolton a new contract and fucking Martin Odegaard. We could have got James Maddison with that fucking money that he spunked up the wall. We could have had a really strong spine and still had fucking half and only spent half of the money. Instead of that, he's fucking blown it on crap. I'm sorry, it's not acceptable. He needs to fucking go. And I'm telling you something now, Carl. If it was down to me, it'd be out the fucking door tonight.
Absolutely, Warren. Because look what he's after do. Like, how can anyone say that this is a really good season? What's good about it? We're going to end up losing the league title. We have 1-0 again. 0.
8 points fucking clear.
Including that fucking Poxy FTV, to be all licking each other saying, oh, it's great, we finished second. They'll be probably doing the fucking samba dance and all that fucking shite. Fuck off. Number 1 or nothing at all. And if you don't get number 1, out of my club. Don't want you.
Exactly, Carl. I 100% agree with you, mate. At the end of the day, this is about winning. It's about fucking winning. It's not about coming second, coming third, or coming fourth. How many times did you hear George Graham going on about finishing second or finishing third and finishing fourth? Right? And it being a good season? No. I remember him going on record as saying once, if you're going to enter a competition, go and win it. Win it. Not fucking finish runners-up or finish second or third or fourth or anything like that. It's just not fucking acceptable, mate. It really isn't. And
the thing is, Warren, in elite sport, in any elite sport, as a top professional, number 1, are you telling me that Rafael Nadal goes on at the tennis court and says, oh, sure, listen, if I can run it up, sure, I'll be okay. Ronnie O'Sullivan in the World Championship snooker, oh, sure, if I'm a runner-up, I'll be okay. They go out to win the world-based competitions. The legacy, the history. Our fucking crowd is going out there and don't give a fuck. And the Arsenal fan base is fucking backing them.
I know.
Weak mentality. Weak mentality.
I know, it is a weak mentality, mate. But the problem is, there's a lot of our fans that are like that. Do you know, and I don't get it. I do not understand what it is that these people see in him. The only thing I can think of is that they fancy him. It's the only explanation that I can think of. Because he's got no connection to the club. Before, yes, he played for the club, right? But he wasn't that great as a player. He was bang average, to be quite honest. And then he's more of an Everton legend than an Arsenal one. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I just don't understand where it's coming from. And what I want to know, all these people that keep backing him and making up all these fucking mad-ass ridiculous excuses for him, sitting on fucking thrones with crowns on with 9 games to go. Why weren't they doing that with fucking Unai Emery when he was here?
Warren, there's a statue of Herbert Chapman at the stadium. I wouldn't be one bit surprised if this Arsenal put a statue of Mikel Arteta beside him. I wouldn't be surprised.
If he
That's how fucking stupid this club is going.
Right. I reckon they will give him a statue.
Fucking
and it's just not right. So Del Boy's in the chat. Big up, Del Boy. Make sure you go and subscribe to Del Boy's channel. It's just fucking madness. It really is. I honestly, it really pisses me off, this fan base. I can't fucking stand them, mate. They're holding this fucking club back.
Talking nothing, only shite. But second place is great for him. So fair play to him. That's what makes him happy. Fair play. Maybe we're the ones that's wrong, Warren, wanting number 1 for a club and wanting to write history and be proud to wear the jersey and, you know, I look back on all the great teams, the 1930s there when they won all the league titles and, you know, where we all originated from, Dial Square, Woolwich, all the great fucking teams throughout the fucking years, the decades. All that history, all the games, all the trophies. Maybe we're wrong that we want that legacy to continue. Maybe we don't want to win titles. Maybe we're right not to win titles. Finish second, third, be all okay. Crowd of absolute fucking dickheads. This Arsenal fan base. I haven't a clue.
It just fucking frustrates me and makes me so angry. Right? Because it never used to be like this, Carl. Like back in the day when I used to go in the late 80s, like when I started going in about 72, right? But I was a little kid then, 5, 6 year old. I didn't really understand what was going on. But when I became a teenager and I was like 67, about 85, something like that. I was about 17, 18. It wasn't like this. It wasn't. Do you know what I mean? We weren't having people talking absolute bollocks. But mind you, it wasn't social media then. But anyway, let's look at the remaining fixtures, man. So our next game is away at West Ham, right? And on the same day, City are at home to Leicester, right? So you would have thought, fingers crossed, that the 6-point gap will still be intact then. Then it's the big one.
You'd be taking it, Warren. But I wouldn't be surprised if we go and fucking draw with West Ham. I wouldn't be surprised what's going to happen.
That's it. It's game over because they will fucking slap Leicester out of sight.
Well, there's no
they
excuse
will. Be another 4 or 5 when they play them. Then we
have to beat West Ham, and that's it. End of fucking conversation. Hey, don't beat West Ham. We deserve to get everything we get.
11 days later, we got City at the Etihad. All right. So mate, I've got no confidence that we're going to go there and get anything. I don't know. What do you think?
Not a hope. Not a hope. Not a fucking hope.
So then that point, that means that they'll be 3 points behind with a game in hand.
Yeah,
right.
league over.
The next fixture will be on the 29th. We've got Chelsea at home. The next day they've got Fulham away. Right? Fulham haven't got Mitrovic, so that's like taking. He's their main man. So I can see them winning that one comfortably. Chelsea at home, we should beat them. And then 3 days later, 3 days later, they're playing West Ham at home. And that's their game in hand. So that's when they take control. That's when they move above us in the table, in my opinion.
Warren, I'm going to say something to you, my friend. Everybody thinks that we're going to show up and beat Chelsea in the Emirates Stadium. I wouldn't be putting my mortgage on that, let me tell you. Chelsea has enough talent.
He's gone. Carl, you there? No, he's gone. We'll wait for him to come back. But Chelsea have got Frank Lampard in charge now. So when he was there the last time, it didn't end very well, did it? So I don't know. Maybe he might get them firing by then, but I don't know. I really don't. The next one, that's this game on the 6th of May away at Newcastle. I'm really concerned about it. I could see us losing it. Cole, you're back, mate. What was you saying about the Chelsea game?
Yeah, just saying there that Chelsea have enough talent, enough in their squad to do damage to Arsenal, Warren. I know they haven't been great. I'm not saying that they're great. And I know they have Lampard back there. And Lampard, I don't even know why Lampard is back there because he was brutal the last time. So I don't know even why he's there. But he's there. All I'm saying is something can happen in a game of football. And I don't think that Chelsea game is going to be a walk in the park like a lot of fans are saying so. And then we're playing away to Newcastle United. And I have no confidence in that game at all.
See, and this is it. I think we're going to get turned over because they're playing really well at the moment. And I can see, and then Man City, the day after, they're playing Leeds at home. They win that game, which there'd have to be a miracle for them not to win it, right? They will put them 3 points clear at the top of the table, right? Then, a week later, we're playing Brighton at home. They should have won that game at Spurs yesterday, man.
Yeah,
they should have done. Like they were robbed by the officials. It was shocking. Did you see it, Carl?
Absolutely robbed. I think it was disgraceful, and I think that something should be done. That your referees and the lads doing the VAR, they should be suspended for at least 10 games for those decisions that they made against Brighton. I'm sitting on my fucking sofa watching a fucking 55-inch TV screen, and I'm able to see that there's a penalty looking at us live on TV, and a referee is standing from here to the kitchen table away and he can't see us. Sure, there's something seriously wrong, Warren.
I know. It was shocking. If I'd been a Brighton fan, I would have been fuming, mate. Absolutely fuming because it was shocking.
It's disgraceful.
Then the next game is we got Notts Forest away, and we should win that comfortably. Really, we should. And the same day, City are playing Chelsea at home. I can't see anything other than a comfortable victory for City in that one. But then 4 days later, Manchester City, they're playing Brighton away. So that's going to be a difficult game for them, but I back them to win that. I think they will. What do you think, Carl?
I think Man City will win all their games whilst left them there wide.
Yeah. Well, and then the last game of the season, we got Wolves at home and they've got Brentford away. So, you know, to me, I think they're going to win it by 6 points.
I made a prediction there earlier this morning, Warren, and my prediction was the Man City win the league by about 4. I said 4 points.
How many?
Let's get something straight here. And everybody come back to me at the end of the season if I'm wrong. Manchester City wins the league title, ain't a fucking story. End of conversation. It's over. It's over. It's finished. Yesterday, it's done.
What did you say, Carl? Sorry, mate.
I was just saying, Warren, that after yesterday, the league title is finished. It's over. Man City will win the league, 3-4 points, no problem. The league is over. We're finished. We're done. Another fucking season without anything.
As well, because I think we're going to lose that game at Newcastle. The way they're playing, if they continue on the way they are until we go up there and they play like that again, I can see them turning us over.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We haven't got the balls to go up to Newcastle and do what's necessary. No, I haven't got it. I saw it yesterday. No, we're done. We're done. No more excuses. We're finished. We're finished. It's awful. 20 years now without a fucking league title. It's over. It's gone. The dream is over. I feel like crying. The dream is gone. It's finished. 95% certain we're going to win the league last week. Not that so now. It's over. That's what this club do to you.
I think it is as well. Honestly, that was my feeling yesterday. After the like last night, Niall from the Upper Tier, he did a reaction video for the game. Niall from the Upper Tier. Make sure you go and check out his channel, everyone. Absolutely top man, brilliant channel. I know that you like his channel as well, Carl.
Brilliant. He's brilliant, and he's a gentleman. He's a legend. He does great
really
stuff.
nice
And let me tell you something. When it comes to Liverpool Football Club and football in general, he knows what he's talking about. He's top class.
He does know what he's talking about. He's fucking absolutely, mate. That man's knowledge is off the bloody scale. It really is. And he was giving some counselling to me and a couple of other Arsenal fans in the chat, saying it's not over. You need to keep believing. You just don't fucking throw it away. He really went for it. And fair play to the fella. Do you know what I mean? But mate, I think it's done. I felt it was done yesterday. That was why I was so angry.
The thing is, Warren, that my father is a Liverpool fan all his life. And he ran me at half time yesterday and he said to me, Kyle, I hope to God you go on now and win this 3 or 4-0 because I want Arsenal to win the league title. So unfortunately that didn't happen. Everyone that's out there that supports a different club other than Man City are shouting for Arsenal to win the league. But we're not going to win the league because we're not good enough.
No, we're not, Carl, and that's the problem. We're not good enough, and the manager's not good enough. The people above the manager aren't good enough. No one at that club has fucking got a clue what they're doing, and that is the problem. And it needs a fucking massive clear out. And get proper people in. Get David O'Leary back at the club.
10 games to go there at that time, right? I know there's 8 now, but at the time it was 10 games left, right? I'm looking at this documentary bullshit with the Liverpool music on coming through the speakers and all this shit for that Amazon York. Let me tell you something. 10 games to go, on to win the Premier League. What I would have done if I was the manager, I would have went down into the Emirates and there's that little funnel thing there where they put souvenirs down into the ground. I would have took that up and I would have took out the David Rocastle jersey and I would have went into the dressing room And I would have put the David Rocaster jersey across the table with his number and his name on it. And I would have said to those absolute fucking pricks, do you see that jersey? You're going out there and you're winning the next 10 fucking games and you're bringing the league home. End of conversation. Because that's what these legends did. If you don't do it, you ain't no legends. Fuck off out my club. That's what I would have done. I would have kicked the fucking door down yesterday in that changing room in Anfield. And I would have went absolutely berserk. And I would have grabbed the first bet. If people say about Shaka, the first bet I grabbed would be that fucking Odegaard. Up against the locker. And I would have said, you little lazy bastard, you can't even chase back. I think it's a disgrace what happened yesterday. I think it's a shambles that happened yesterday. And I blame the whole lot of them. But it comes from Arteta down. And Odegaard, the captain, the so-called captain. Yesterday, we blew the league title warning. 19 years, man. 19 years. And we blew it again yesterday. I hope everyone is happy.
I'm telling you something, mate. It'll be... I can see us fucking having to wait years and years and years as well before we have another chance. Because these other clubs that have been failing and slipping away this season, they ain't happening next season. I'm telling you, they will be back with a bang, mate. Don't worry, have any doubt about that.
Forget next season. Forget next season. I don't want to hear anyone coming out pre-season saying to me in July, come out, the third season out in August, Kyle, we're going to win the league. I don't want to hear that shit. We're not winning the league title next season. It's now or never, and as far as I'm concerned, it's never.
We're done, mate. It's fucking done. It's done and dusted. We are not winning that league title. We have to go to Manchester City and win. Or get a draw. Then we ain't doing it. We're not fucking good enough. They will rip us to pieces. We got a similar record at the Etihad as what we've got at Anfield. I think it's even worse, actually. We've been slapped every time we go there. We get absolutely destroyed. It's shocking, mate. Honestly, it is. I'm just like fucking makes me despair because we're just not fucking good enough, mate. And it's fucking. I don't know. Listen, guys, make sure you subscribe to this man's channel, right? And the link for his channel's in the description of the video, and it's also in the chat. So please, guys, go and check him out. Put likes on his videos, share his content around. He's an absolute top fella. He's really passionate about the Arsenal, as you've seen this afternoon. So please, please, please go and show him some love. And please put a like on this video as well. So, Carl, right, we're coming to the end now. So, any final thoughts that you'd like to share with everyone?
Well, first of all, Warren, I'd like to say thank you very much for having me on your show. It's always a pleasure, my friend. And big up to all the chats. Without the chats, we wouldn't be here. And all the realists, all the real fans. And I'd just like to point out there, you see my screen there. There's 4 legends that you can see wearing the Arsenal jerseys there. They're champions. And the fellow up over them have been supporting this club for the last 38 years. And all I want is my club to keep winning trophies like those 4 legends down below me. Because they're winners. And because you have to have the winning mentality. And I like to think in my life, and I'm not a professional footballer, but in my line of work, I like to think that I put in 100%, and I always aim for number 1. And that's what I want my club to do. And what I've seen over the last 19 years has been shambolic. And nothing has changed my mind over the last 4 years. And now we have an unbelievable opportunity. And I'm starting to believe again. For the first time in 19 years, I'm starting to believe. And just when we had one hand on the trophy, what do? We fuck it all up once again. Now we wait another 19 years.
This is the thing.
Good enough.
Soon as any pressure is applied, we fucking fall apart.
It ain't good enough.
Year on year on year and years. Like, as soon as this club gets any pressure put on it, it can't fucking handle it. That is one of the reasons why we're not going to win this title.
So, as I say, my friend, we are over and out because that league title then come to the Emirates. It's going to the Etihad, unfortunately.
Listen, there's a fella in the chat called Joel Eaton. I've never seen him before. And he's asked the question, would you take Allegri? Yes, I fucking would, mate. At the moment, I'd take fucking Barry Fry, if I'm being honest. I mean, at least he'd fucking have the team motivated. This fucking joker, honestly, fucking running around the dressing room with light bulbs and taking fucking guns in there. What is he fucking doing? Taking a gun into the dressing room, for fuck's sake. I'm not even sure that's fucking legal, to be honest, but still, there you go. He's fucking done it.
That's what we're up against, Warren. Our club is a fucking shambles once again. But I'm certain that Arsenal fans out there be happy and delighted with us. So, fair play to you if you are. But I'm not.
No, mate, I'm not confident at all. I think we're going to get really badly slapped up. I really do. Because after what I saw at that game of theirs at the Southampton, I thought they were fucking, especially the second half. They could have been anything. Honestly, they were absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too late this season to get rid of Arteta. If he doesn't win the Premier League, he must go. He has sacrificed all the other cups of the Premier League, so he must win or go. Exactly, Jez.
Completely agree with Jez. Jez is spot on. You know what I mean? The man is helping around the block there as well with the Arsenal. He's like the rest of us. He wants us to win. And you have lads texting in on his show, they're talking dirt. You have to win. That's the league sport. And this manager is not doing it. And if he doesn't do it this season, he has to go. Very simple English. You have to go.
Mate, you're spot on. He has to. But the problem is this fucking fan base, they will continue to keep backing him. I can guarantee you. There will be a whole string of excuses. That fella that you went on the Aussie Gooner channel there talking to, and big up the Aussie Gooner, by the way, that African fella on there saying that he hadn't had enough backing. The fella's had £500 million. How much more fucking money do you want him to be given? It's a joke. Honestly, this is what's wrong with his fucking fan base. Hardly any of them are fucking stand up and saying, no, this isn't acceptable. We want him out. It's just fucking joke. I mean, look what happens at Real Madrid. All right? I remember seeing them one year. They won the Champions League and the Spanish La Liga. The manager got fucking sacked 2 days after they'd won the Champions League because the football they were playing was deemed as being not attractive enough.
Yeah.
And that just tells you the fucking difference. That is why they're the fucking best team in the world. And we're fucking struggling to stay as the third best team in England.
Yeah.
Why they're winning season after season after season. Champions League, league titles, domestic cups, World Club Championships. It's just a fucking... Honestly, it makes me so angry.
Absolute facts, Warren.
So I'm just trying to get all these chats up before we finish, mate.
Yeah,
that's what I think as well, Jez. I think that we'll beat them 2-1. I do. But the game at Newcastle is a big issue for me. I'm really concerned about that one.
I have just a sneaky feeling about the Chelsea game and definitely a feeling about the Newcastle game, Warren. and obviously the Man City game. So there's 3 games I'm not confident about, you know. So I don't want to see a way out. After yesterday, I just think that's it. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am.
No, I don't think you are, mate. I 100% agree with you. I really do.
Like Liverpool Football Club went 30 years without winning the Premier League. So is that acceptable? Like, is this what this fan base wants? Because we're going into our 20th year now without winning the league title. So do you want to go another 10 years to be 30 years then? 40? Will you be happy then?
No, exactly. And this is why we won't win it, because we haven't got, the fan base hasn't got the right mentality. They're just happy to accept us getting into the Champions League. And then my question would be, well, what we're going to do when we get in the Champions League? Get out of the group and that'll be it. What's the point? Yeah. What is the point? It's a fucking joke, mate. Anyway, listen, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for getting involved in the chat and all your comments, and thanks for hitting the like button and whatnot. I really do appreciate it. Please don't forget to go and check out this guy's channel. He's an absolute legend. You've seen how passionate he is about Arsenal this afternoon. So please, please, please go and show him some love. Thanks ever so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And as I always say, please take care of yourselves and all your loved ones. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.